What do we do? Start.
We are live, and hello and welcome. Today we're going to be discussing, I'm Romany Thresher, and joining us today is Robin van Rensburg, who has Franchise in a Box. And he is basically a franchise and a business consultant, and he has over 25 years experience, plus he's turned 50 businesses into franchise brands. So hello and welcome there, Robin.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. Bit cloudy in Cape Town today, but otherwise good.
Oh, I thought you were in Joburg.
No. No, I'm based in Cape Town near the sea. So, Robin, I invited you to come and join us because you have Franchise in a Box, and people often want to franchise their brands to, well, they've got growing businesses. When is the right time for people to kind of franchise their business, or just tell me a little bit about what you do?
Found that some businesses are not ready to franchise, and a franchise in a box then gets them franchise ready. Sometimes it takes a couple of years, sometimes it takes a year, but these guys obviously have to have certain things in place. They have to have their trademarks done, they have to have their business running as a going concern profitably and can be replicated. That's what we basically do. Then we look at small businesses that are doing very well and probably wanted to franchise for a long time, but never have done that. So we focus on more the small business than the larger entity.
Yes, it's quite a process to franchise one's business.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I actually invited you to come and have a chat with us was more to discuss your online presence because, I can see you've been revamping your website, getting things together. Lots of people were suffering during COVID, and so they have to regenerate their businesses. And I've been noticing your online presence, and I must say I'm quite impressed with a lot of your posts. There's only one comment I would say that you would need to change. But what has your experience been so far with your social media?
Well, I'm one of the old guard who has no cooking clue about nothing when it comes to social media. So for me, it's been a hell of a learning process and it's been wonderful. Um, I'm on basically Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Those are the four that I chose because it's the only four I know how to do at this point in time. So doing that, I've actually had quite a response, a lot of likes, and a lot of viewing as well, which is great. So they are directed to my website. So I'm surprised that I never did this before, but as I said, I'm the old guard. We don't know these things.
But now you were saying that you were getting a lot more responses via email than and social media when just before we went live.
When I do email campaigns, I do it for clients I've seen over the 20 years and people I've met through the years. And it's surprising me that a lot of them are now ready to franchise, and at that time they weren't. So, uh, also, I've been around for so long. I mean, I think if you don't know my name, you probably don't know franchising at this point. Been around. So the guys are coming back, which is great. So the email campaign is very strong. The social media, of course, will take time, but I am quite happy with the social media. I mean, every time I send out a post, I get 180 odd views and I get around about 20, 30 likes, which is not too bad according to me. For me, I'm quite excited about that. So one of those will come through eventually, I think.
That is true. I mean, that's something that I wanted to just say that, it's funny. This is where people, I think businesses fail when it comes to customer loyalty. Once you are known, and as you say, I mean, you're getting the response because you now, emailing, and that's why email marketing is so vital to your whole online digital footprint, because you're kind of sending out reminders saying, hello, I'm here, I'm still doing business, and you're also kind of remaining top of one's mind. And interestingly enough, I mean, I had that same situation with a few of my clients where they've been following me for years and then decided out of the blue that they were ready for me. So they weren't ready for a friend to kind of have their online presence done. They weren't ready to even have a website, but now they are ready. So when it comes to social media, it is a long-term investment, and this is what people, people go on there, think that it's going to be a quick fix solution. And by posting adverts, it's a quick fix solution, and it's not. It's very much a long-term investment. It's about developing your brand, developing your digital footprint, and then making sure that you are sharing good content, which is what I wanted to mention to you with regards to, say, for example, your social media. And I've been observing your social media. I've been seeing what you've been posting, seeing as we kind of working together. I wanted to see how you were getting on. Sorry, just give me a moment. I was sharing a screen here somewhere, and then I lost the screen. So let's go and share that quickly. It's just going to ask me what I want to share. So I'm going to go into your LinkedIn profile, and I'm going to have a look at what you've been sharing on your page. And I like it because what you are sharing here is why you are getting the likes and you are getting the shares, or you're getting the engagement that you're doing. So what you're doing is sharing some ideas, thoughts which kind of encompass your brand culture, your brand image, which is really good. And can I ask you a question? When you say the quote can also be interpreted, is that your own writing, or is
Yes,
that
it
part
is.
of? That is also really, really good. That is quite powerful advertising, because that is what is referred to as brand marketing, as opposed to somebody going to post an advert in a newspaper, which is kind of the default reaction most people have when it comes to online presence. So I'm very happy to see that. The only comment I would make is, because what you're doing is you're posting the ad, but then you selling yourself here in the comment box. Does that mean in the post box? So
Yeah.
either I would take your comment here. The quote can also be interpreted by posting it in this section here. Can you see that? Let
Ah,
me just.
okay. Yeah. All right.
Yes, yes, yes. Because you don't want to come across that all you're interested is in sell me, sign up me, look for me. It's almost like you're offering a selling, you're saying this great quote, but then you kind of got a
Pitch from the
sales
back.
from the back end. So rather just share your knowledge, share your thoughts, because you've already listed there your name, your telephone number, your website address. So if someone's interested, they will definitely get a hold of you, because people generally buy into people they feel comfortable with, people that they feel resonate with, people that they share common interests with. So, I mean, already I would be attracted to saying connecting with you based on the fact of this content that you're sharing.
It's funny enough, I found that I have a lot more clicks and stuff because I've been doing this. Before, I just did plain advertising. And of course, I was a novice and learning. So that, of course, took some time to learn that that's not really what I want to see. Because even if I look on Facebook and I see an ad, uh, this is what we do, I actually skip it. I don't even read it. So this, but I do the quotes, and I think it was your suggestion to do that sort of thing, personalize it a lot more.
It definitely makes a lot of difference. And also because, when you actually, and this is what I also suggest to people, go and have a look at your timelines. Go and have a look at what you are reading, or what you are seeing on your timelines. I think I'm going to have dogs now coming crazy. Attack me here, attack me here. Um, but what I'm saying is go and have a look at your timeline. And I mean, even you yourself, I mean, put yourself, I mean, if you go and have a look at other people's pages and stuff, and you see some of them, it's just advert after advert after advert after advert, and it makes no sense. There's no story to tell. So I'm really, really pleased that you're using the combination of quotes and the combination of what your thoughts are. And then another thing that you can take it now one step further is to share franchising tips, because nobody knows the world of franchising. We all get lost in the world of franchising. I mean, today I was interviewing Maria about disclosure documents, and I'm like, gosh, I don't even know what a disclosure document is, you know? So that's also kind of things that you could share, because then now you are demonstrating your knowledge, your expertise along those lines.
Yeah. I've done that in my email marketing, and it actually worked very well. In fact, I sent 3 articles out at the same time in one email, and it's been amazing. I've seen some clicks on it. Some people have been looking at it. So yes, that's exactly what I do in the email, but I'm not doing it in the social yet.
So what we have to do is then transfer what you've written in your email into a article format onto your website, and then share it through to social media. That's ideally what we've got to do then.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's just what I wanted to share. Very short and sweet today, just so that our audience and people can get a feel for what you can do to improve your brand visibility online, because people often make the mistake between what is it that I post on social media, and people like to default just to the advertising. Build for longevity, build for the evergreen. I mean, one of my saving graces in 2020 was that I didn't have to go and hustle for clients, because I built, and for the last few years, I actually haven't been paying attention to my online presence, because I was kind of in introspection time. So I wasn't looking for business. But 2020 came along, and there was so many people that contacted me for business. They wanted to work with me, but this was based on the work that I had done 3 years ago, 2 years ago. So it does pay off to build focused on brand visibility rather than marketing. Buy my product, sell my product, come and buy my product, buy from me. That would be my advice to the audience today. So any last thoughts and final words from you, Robin, before we close off?
Don't get despaired, carry on and work hard, and make sure that you're there every week at least. And the programs that I'm using makes it easy for you to do. So you just need to learn how to do it. If I can learn it, you can learn it.
Absolutely.
I'm 200 years old. If I can learn, you can.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Robin, for joining us, and thank you everyone else for joining us. If you found this useful, if you found this helpful, please share this together with your network, your friends, your audience, because it's all about the algorithms. Let us help the algorithms share information for us. So thank you for joining us.